All right, hello and welcome to everybody who might be watching this. This is going to be the first episode of this new Skyrim Let's Play I'm rolling through. I don't really have much plans with it. I just want to play the game again, as it is my favorite game of all time, and I just kind of want to experience it all over again, go through slowly and kind of take everything in instead of rushing through like I have for the past 10 years of the 15 years this game's been out, where I've just been rushing through. So we're just going to kind of jump right into it with a new playthrough here and see where we can go with it. Oh yeah. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Classic. Never gets old. I do want to kind of not speak over like dialogue and that sort of thing, to kind of just, take it all in and make it enjoyable to watch without hearing my voice and other voices and all this stuff going on. So we'll just let Rayloff do his thing here.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, they'd have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should leave home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries we used to. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
To go inside with the pup.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts! Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time!
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Rayloff of Riverwood. care of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Alright, so now I don't really have much plans of how we're going to kind of go through this character yet. I've made some thought into like his backstory, how I'm going to go about the main storyline and the vampire story or the Dawn Guard storyline, that sort of thing. Just kind of have a lore and background that gives him character and motivates me for this. So of those few plans I have, one direction I do want to go as far as my character is an orc. So going in, I never even, even for playing Skyrim for 15 years, I never knew really where the orcs came from, and they don't necessarily have a set in stone home these days. After looking into it more, they're from like these mountains between like Skyrim, Hammerfell, and High Rock, I think it was, which makes some sense according to like where we've gotten caught here on the bottom of the Skyrim map and this and that. And with kind of what I want to do with him being more of a warrior character, I think it makes sense as well. And yeah, we're just kind of we're gonna go with the orc here for our guy. I do want to add to that, I've really never ever gone with an orc character based on like the optimal play styles I've played and this and that. I've never really fit orc in with it. Just I never play like that warrior hack and slash kind of guy. I'm not necessarily going to play that full warrior hack and slash guy here, but just with kind of the lore I have and how I want to make my guy. And in this playthrough, I'm not necessarily going for like completely optimal, because I'm trying to slow down the pace, have fun with the game again, and that. But yeah, this is actually probably the race I've fewest chosen in any Skyrim playthroughs I've done for 15 years, so it's another cool piece to add. So here's what we ended up coming up with his look here. I didn't really, again, have much plans. I just kind of went with the flow, but as we'll dive more into this character's story and what he'll be doing, I feel like this kind of matches that aura and character we'll be giving him. And along with that, we of course now got to give our guy a name here, and I know like the orcs have always had those weird names. I didn't know really how it works, so of course I looked into how Skyrim orc names work and that sort of thing. And I think with kind of what we're gonna go or what we're gonna do with here, this is a cool name that makes sense, I guess, is because I saw the last names go like Grow blank, like, or Gra blank, Grow blank. So this guy is going to be Brood. Feels like that fits like the warrior vibe. And then Grow, it's like undercase. And you got like the little dash here. And then, as you saw from my guy's look here, Fang. And of course that fits with the playstyle we're going to be going with. I'll be talking about more so later on than now. But yeah, this is our Dragonborn. This is our character. Brood Grow Fang.
You from one of the strongholds, Orc. How did you end up here? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains return to Orsinium. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the
you.
love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials, and you say the same.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the orc.
The orc. That'd be me.
Here it
Brood
is.
Grofang. Here we are on our way to,
I said, next
you know,
prisoner.
lay our head on the block.
Nice and easy.
The Dragonborn himself.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds. This way!
And here we go, beginning with Unbound, the first quest that I've done probably thousands of times, I'm not gonna lie, in 15 years.
The legends be true. Legends don't burn down.
Not gonna lie, I'm already catching myself getting ahead of the game here and kind of like skipping the dialogue, and it's literally just out of habit to be zooming through this first part so much because I've, again, played it thousands of times probably. So I just gotta slow myself down, just take it all in, and yeah.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Brother, take care of them all. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. God's guide you, Hadvar. Stay close to the wall! Quickly, follow me! It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close. Rayla, you damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine, I off that dragon. You all the Solidar.
You, come on, into the keep.
So this spot here can be like, it's not really related to the Civil War quest line, but it would make sense for whichever side I end up joining to follow that character. But I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the Civil War storyline yet, or even if I want to do it and pick a side. So I feel like with how this mission had started, it makes just the most sense for our character to go with Rayloff here. And that's kind of like the general brief intro into how I'll be playing the Civil War storyline, and I will dive more into this character's like backstory, how we're gonna play, and that sort of thing later on. But yeah, it's just the beginning of that.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. You may as well take Gunjar's gear. He won't be needing it anymore.
So here we are, Brood Grofang, in all of his glory.
Gunjar's gear.
Oh,
shame in
I do want to make sure here in the settings as well that we're playing on Adept, or wait, I think Expert. I know Adept is like the middle line. I think we'll go with Expert actually for now and adjust it as needed. I'm not necessarily going to turn it all the way up for it to be competitive and whatnot. I've done that plenty of times, but yeah, I think just to make it difficult enough to have it fresh and enjoyable, but not, you know, insanely hard. I think expert's the good middle road to go with.
Friend's axe.
All right. Get that armor on, and give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here.
Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate. Damn, no way to open this from our side.
It's the Imperials! Take cover!
Get this gate open.
Water the ground with your blood.
Maybe one of these Imperials.
Doing to add as well something with the fact that Rayloff there was just like taking all the hits and stuff. One thing I want to try not to do in this playthrough here is to have like kind of rely on followers. I know that's more so like a higher difficulty thing to rely on followers like that, but I feel like that kind of takes away the fun of the game. So while yes, we'll need followers for a lot of missions, I'm not really going to be using them a whole lot, and again, I always have, so I think that's a good way to kind of throw a little change up into how I've always played the game.
Before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
Stormcloaks! Filthy traitors! You can't win this! God, no! Mercy!
So I do want to touch briefly on here as we're looting these guys, everything off them, as you can see. You did see me sneaking around like in the heavy armor and stuff. I know it's weird to think like as an orc character, if you played Skyrim before, like an orc in heavy armor, why am I even trying to sneak around? But again, just a very small piece on the play style. I do want to be somewhat sneaking around an assassin type of character while also being a warrior. It's kind of like a mix between the two, and also using some magic. I've kind of focused on 2 skill trees in all of the like the mage, the warrior, the assassin type thing I want to focus on. Yeah, I just kind of want to be not really a jack of all trades, but doing more than just picking one play style to kind of stick with the entire time. That's kind of, yeah, just a little bit on how we're going to be playing our character. And again, we will dig more into the why behind that and this guy's backstory and that sort of thing later on.
Hey, be careful.
Was Jarl Ulrich with you? Looks like there's something in this cage.
This is another point where I really got to just slow down and go with the flow instead of just grabbing everything and going. Like when I know all this stuff's back here, which I will be grabbing it, of course. But one thing, again, while we're here on the topic, books. I want my character to collect books and hold on to them, and like, you know, store them to have. And whenever I get a house, which is, you know, far enough away into this character, but yeah, I want to collect books too. It's going to be a cool part I've kind of never done. So now we just got to pick away at these locks here and grab what we can. I'm also making sure to catch myself with these. Again, everything's like muscle memory and habitual that I've done this game forever. But usually, as you saw with those cages back there, I only open up the one that had the things in them. I've always just typically opened up every single lock to just boost my lock picking as much as I can. And I don't really want to power level or boost on this character. Like I said, this is all about slowing it down, and taking it in instead of rushing to get to killing Alduin in the very end. And yeah, so that's another important piece I want to make sure to stick by in this playthrough.
Just give the general some time.
Imperial dogs!
That's it? That's all you got? You're routed.
This ends now!
Again, on the topic of zooming through everything like I always have, you saw me do it there in the midst of a battle. Is like looting a character, just trying to get through everything, get all the loot and go and get out. And I had to check myself again to slow down, because like, what sense does that make for a character in the midst of a battle between 5 enemies? What sense does it make to stop and start looting a guy, right? So it's another piece I gotta work on with going slower in this and kind of enjoying it all. I'm going to dive into some, as you can see here, like third-person stuff too, a little bit. Again, because it's new and I've never really done it, and I feel like it just makes it more cinematic. So yeah. Just like that, we're level 2 already, which I'm going to be saving till the end of the mission that we're almost done with to level up, and then we can talk more about how I want to play this character as well with that. But yeah, we're not going to power level. We're not going to try to get through everything and just beat the game right away. While I'm grabbing these poisons from the bodies of the dead frostbite spiders here, I want to talk about alchemy being one of the areas in this game I want to focus on. I've always done like alchemy in Skyrim, but again, with how I've always played, it's just to make the most crazy potions, expensive potions to sell and power level and get super rich. And I'm not really going to be doing it for that sense here. I want to dive more into actually making like helpful potions and poisons to use. Mostly poisons for this character I want to use. But yeah, it's kind of a cool, underappreciated part of the game I've never dove into, and I've only used it to power level and make my guy rich. We're going to see if we can even sneak up on this bear here. Again, we're in heavy armor. But I know... Never mind. I thought for this initial mission it like makes it easier to sneak by, but clearly not. We'll just get rid of him the easy way. We'll grab his claws, again, because we're going to be making potions. I'm kind of going to be grabbing every ingredient I can, and, you know, to be able to experiment with that. Survival mode, I'm not going to be doing that, and that brings you to another point about how I'm going to be playing it is I'm not going to be doing any... Sorry, didn't want everybody to miss the cinematic moment of Dragon flying over. And what we're last about to talk about.
He's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Alright, so as I was saying, I'm not going to be doing survival mode. I'm not going to be doing any of the creation club things. I'm not going to be doing any of the mods. I'm just going to be playing this vanilla as kind of like the way I've always done it and the way I like enjoy it the most. I know there's a lot of good mods out there, but it doesn't really cater to me. I don't know. But yeah, here we are done with Unbound, out of the first cave. And now we got to go to Riverwood to meet Mr. Rayloff's sister, Girder. She's going to give us all the goods and help us get to the next part of our story here. But whenever I come out of this cave, there's always a lot of things I do. If you've played Skyrim before, you know about like Anissa's cabin over there. You grab the stuff and that sort of thing. But again, I just want to slow down and not necessarily just be efficient or efficiency maxing and whatnot, my guy. I just want to take it slow and take it for what it is, like I'm playing it for the first time, because it's been 15 years since I played it for the first time. Just trying to look around for all the ingredients and flowers I could gather to make my first few potions. Alright, the Guardian Stones. So now, as we select which stone we're going to go with, I want to talk more about how we're going to play our guy. We've touched into it very little, but what I'm kind of planning on doing is, like I said, there's sort of 6 skills I want to focus on, 2 from each like tree, I guess, or stone. And with that, it's going to be a weird combo, but I want to focus on sneaking, heavy armor, two-handed, alchemy, restoration, and illusion. So with wearing the heavy armor while trying to focus on sneak, that's where kind of the want for illusion comes into play, because it'll be a lot easier with the muffle spells and visibility spells to make our sneaking better while wearing heavy armor. Being an orc, like, we're not the most fleet-footed, as you can see, but with that, kind of how I want to play this character as well is the big storyline I want to focus on is the Dawnguard DLC, the whole vampire aspect of it. And I feel like illusion kind of fits the mold of whether you're a pacifist or you're, you know, causing the frenzy, the chaos. Illusion can play a role in both of those things, and I kind of want to experiment with both. However, make my character more so of a morally good guy, not completely like perfect and all good, because what fun is that, right? But yeah, so that being said, sneak, heavy armor, two-handed, alchemy, restoration, illusion. I think what's going to be helpful early on for now is to focus on the Thief Stone, because we want to get our sneak better out the gates while we're wearing heavy armor, as well as I'm pretty sure we'll upgrade Magicka here to get our first couple spells going right, because the orcs do not start good magically. But I'm pretty sure it also increases your gains in alchemy. I can't remember if it's either the Mage Stone or the Thief Stone, but it makes more sense to be the Thief Stone. But anyway, also to increase our sneak. So our first point we're going to be using to upgrade a perk will be in sneak. Generally morally good, right? So I'm not going to steal from the chest and murder the fisherman and take all of her things, because that's what I've always done in this game and how I've played, to efficiency max my character. As you saw, I did also pick up like the fishing stuff. Now that is a part of the Creation Club, I believe, like the Anniversary Edition stuff. But it's something I've never done, and I mean, if it's in the base, well, not the base game, the Legendary Anniversary Edition, or whatever it is, we're playing 15 years after Skyrim's release, because they refused to release Elder Scrolls 6. I want to try fishing just a tiny bit. I've never done it, so yeah, we're just about trying new things in this playthrough here. Ember Shard Mine. Oh, there's a lady with a sword out there. Everybody knows Ember Shard Mine, the first mine you go through. And as much as I want to get done with it right here and right now and get the loot and kill the bandits and all that sort of thing, we're going to come back to it. We're just going to kind of focus on the main mission at hand and come back to it at a later point. Maybe it's like, I don't know, 15 minutes from now, but my point is, not right now. We'll save it and we'll come back to it. Look at this. You can't beat this. Can't beat this. Slowing down, taking in the nature, the views of the scenery of Skyrim, and I never slow down and take it in. So that's what we're going to do now. Also, another point I want to do is like when I'm hunting and killing these animals, these wolves that are attacking me, I want to like collect all the pelts, not only for smithing. I don't really think we're gonna dive much into smithing, 'cause that's kind of like a power leveling, efficiency, power maxing kind of thing that I don't. I mean, you can do it without going over the top, but I just don't really think I want to focus on it too much and just focus more so on the collecting side. But yeah, I just want to collect all the pelts, store them in a house I get at some points, and all that. Some Nern root. You see here, like, I never slow down by this creek to like look for alchemy ingredients like I'm doing now. It's just I've never played this way, and it's fun already. And with that, I get to experiment more with the alchemy with the ingredients I'm grabbing. Good old Riverwood. We're gonna grab all of our ingredients we can here before diving into the first town and hearing the stories, getting to know the characters. And Feindal and Sven, everybody knows about those two.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
What is it, woman?
You'll see.
Sven
It
drunk
was a
on the
dragon.
job again?
It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
Raylo,
Feindal
What are you
thinks
doing
he
here?
blew Camilla Valerius away from me.
I'll be
She's
right
already
down.
mine, I keep telling you.
So I think I also want to kind of like, with these dialogue options, talk through it to make it like more realism, lore type of thing here. So we'll do that as well. Talking with Sven about Camilla Valerius and Feindal and all that. He sounds persistent. Why not do something about it?
You may be right. Camilla may see Feindal as little more than a friend, but why take chances? Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full of venomous nonsense. Tell her it's from Feindal.
Again, an issue we'll worry about later. Not on the main story right now. Woodcutter's axe. I will be taking that for now and holding on to it because I do not want to look for one later when I'm trying to build a house.
Well done in. Where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing.
We're gonna see if we can snipe that mud crab. Have to.
Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The
That was a fail, but
They wouldn't
Oh, well.
dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. Huh?
and I shouldn't have done that because now I'm just throwing off real off and everything going on. But we got the crab finally.
Dragon attacked.
You don't mean a real life?
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the south road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense. You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Raylof's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Just giving us some supplies here. We're definitely going to take the garnets. Take the lockpick, potions, of course, ring, all that.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
So I'm starting to notice, like,
I ought to get back to
look at
work
this lighting.
before I
This is
miss.
vanilla Skyrim. Like,
Did anyone else
you can't beat it. Granted, it took 15 years and multiple. What, I've played this on Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Granted, it took 15 years, but this is vanilla Skyrim. The colors, the sunshine, it's insane. Do want to make sure I stop over here for dive into some armor here.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Did something happen?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. But we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I could help you get the claw back.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves...
Consider it done, Lucan. I think that's Mudcrab I killed earlier. Let's go grab his goodies that he's got for us. So how I'd always play this, and other people who have efficiency maxed Skyrim forever, you always go this way to the barrow right away to get the claw before you go to Whiterun, so you can kind of knock out two birds with one stone, but I'm not going to be doing that. We're slowing it down, remember. You know, I hit the shot. The guy's running way too fast. Yeah, I knew it. It was worth a shot, though. We're playing an expert. If that's like adept, probably gets him in the one arrow, but oh well. Finally got the elk, but I gotta grab that wolf somehow. Good old-fashioned Skyrim. I want to give this Fury spell a whirl for the first time. I don't even know if it was high enough or powerful enough to work on wolves, but we'll see. I think I just missed the wolf. Fury spell under its legs. Unless I hit it the first time. I don't know. But I got it this time. And as you can see here, I'm also kind of trying to focus on staying on the path and trails because, again, as somebody who's playing Skyrim forever, you just go right through this hill, just straight to Whiterun, right? But I gotta really change my mindset here in how I'm playing and enjoy it and take it in. Some torch bugs, we can catch those to make some potions or poisons. These white flowers, tundra cotton, I've seen those, like they're all over the Whiterun hold. Not really sure what they're good for, but we'll find that out once we start making some potions. Pretty sure this is how you catch like the salmon roe. What's it called? Ingredients for potions. It's just really hard to grab them, obviously, as they're jumping. Yeah, got one there. I think I do also need to not grab every single flower. Like if there's a million lavender and a million thistles and mountain flowers, I don't need to have, 50 of each color mountain flower, for example, but I also want to make sure I grab enough to make the potions and experiment and that sort of thing. But I don't want this to be flower picking simulator at the same time, so let's keep that in mind. Good enough, right, Farkas?
You look strong.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
You didn't look like you needed my help.
Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers.
What is a shield brother?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
I'm here to help.
So, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, the companions for sure like fit our character's play style, but I'll have to dive more into how that works with becoming a vampire, because spoiler alerts, I think at some point I do want to become a vampire. At some point I think I want to go through the Dawnguard storyline as a vampire hunter. I actually absolutely do when I dive more into the backstory of my character. We'll get to that later, but anyway, the companions, I'm not sure if that's in the works because of the whole werewolf part of that.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
And here we are arriving at Whiterun, the first major big city of the storyline of Skyrim. And I think this is now a good time, kind of, yeah, we're an hour in here, at the end of this first episode to talk about the lore and backstory and the why of our character here, Mr. Brood Growfang, with those large fangs. You can see the red face paints. I touched on it before, but a big piece I want to put at the center of his character is going to be the Dawnguard storyline. So, kind of the backstory of Brood Growfang here is, as a kid, he was in a village like the Orcish strongholds, you know, around Skyrim. We were in one on the outskirts of Skyrim, where we are not even in the outskirts of Skyrim, but we're talking way back now when this guy was a kid. One time he was playing with one of the village dogs, and the dog had let him out into the forest, and I was chasing him, or Brood Growfang was, I guess, and when he had come back late at night, the entire village was gone. It was decimated. There was not a single one of his orcish fellow orcs standing, and as he was sneaking back in, terrified, he had seen a vampire feasting on his family. So that's kind of the main piece with, because I had never really focused on the Dawnguard storyline much. That's going to be a big motive and factor in my character's decisions, what he does. So the Dawnguard's going to be a huge piece of that, as he's working to avenge his family and kill the master vampire lord who he saw feasting on his family. So that's kind of like the main why. Like, just thinking about it brought me back into making like a Skyrim Let's Play, because I've never gone that route really. And then of course there is the main Alduin storyline involved too, which we're not going to completely forget about, because obviously that's very important. But I think, and we will have to find a way to kind of work through both of those storylines as we go on. But yeah, this character is going to be a vampire hunter to avenge his family. That's kind of the why behind Brood Growfang here.
Well, there's no telling what. My lord, please. This is no time for
What's
rash
the
action.
meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
What is it?
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
Irileth was right.
What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is
Falkreath
lurking
will
around-
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
The Jarl said you had a project you needed help with.
What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so.
Never mind. I'll wait for Jarl Balgruuf.
The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne. Not over
I see him
here
right over
in
there,
the
Mr.
wizard's
Secret Fire.
laboratory.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Alright. Where am I going and what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you could tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know the stone tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
Alright, so I think that's the end of this first episode. I guess we'll call it. We're an hour and 10 minutes in here. Obviously, it won't be that after editing and whatnot, but yeah, this is the first piece of Brood Grofang's life and how I will be playing him. We can dive more into that later on as well, but another piece I forgot to mention with slowing down this game, a challenge I think I want to do is not fast traveling, like, period, at all. So I will start doing that, like, early on here, but depending how much that really slows down the process and how long things take, I may scratch that for efficiency's sake. But yeah, it's kind of the plan for now, and we'll see how that goes later on. But yeah, thanks to everybody who might be tuning in for my Let's Play, my playthrough here with Mr. Brood Grofang, the orc who had his family slain by vampires, and who will later on find out that he is Dragonborn. So we'll see you all in the next episode here.